Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at BTC, Ethereum, and Cardano. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts about where we currently are in the market, as well as where we might be heading in the near future. I also wanted to talk to you guys about some things in the developmental side for for Bitcoin and Cardano. Some really good news coming out for both assets, guys. So let's just jump straight into the charts, and I'll let you guys know what I'm seeing. So again, we are seeing ourselves still ranging within this big wedge pattern. I shared this earlier this morning. What I think is going to happen for Bitcoin is I think we're just going to keep ranging within support and resistance. And what I mean by that is we're probably going to test resistance, support, and resistance for about another 14 to 16 days. And then we're going to see a push to the upside breaking this pattern, guys. And when I say we're going to push to the upside, it's not going to be anything major, but we will start making stair steps up to about $40,000 to $42,000. And hopefully when we get there, we'll just start ranging within that price point. But that's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do in the near future, guys. I just range between support and resistance until we break this pattern to the upside. And again, that will leave us right around the beginning of July. So I think what's happening is we're just going to range here because a lot of people are just consolidating. We're going through all the FUD that's being thrown out there on social media. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If you guys don't know what FUD is, that's what that stands for. And we're just going to consolidate for a little bit longer. And then we're going to have a breakout because the fundamentals and the technicals for Bitcoin are screaming for higher price points, guys. We just had El Salvador accept Bitcoin as their legal tender. We're having multiple other Latin nations and countries also follow suit. And then I'll share with you guys what's going on for the developmental side for Bitcoin in the later part of this video, but we also have developments happening for the actual asset in itself that scream higher price points. So it is what it is, though, guys. Obviously we're at a lower price point because we're dealing with manipulation. And it is what it is, guys. So we can only deal with what we have. We can't front run the market. We can only deal with what we are seeing. So that's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do. Now, I'm not blind to the fact that we might actually be testing support. We might actually get further manipulation and break down to the downside. But if we do, it'll be short-lived, guys. And what I think will happen if we do see that scenario play out is we'll break this support, come down to the whatever targeted price point that these whales want to push us to. We'll see a lot of buying pressure come in. We'll test this and flip it into resistance a few times before breaking back into the pattern of the wedge, testing that support, and then boom, we'll break up to the upside. And if that happens, I assume that's going to be about 22 to 25 days. Yeah, if I measure it out here, it'll be about 24 to 25 days before we start seeing that push to the upside. But that's what I'm expecting, guys. So best case scenario to worst case scenario, that's what I see play out for Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum goes, guys, we're again in another wedge pattern. A lot of wedge patterns and W patterns being played out currently. But again, for Ethereum, we're in that wedge pattern. And what I think would be the most bullish or best case scenario for Ethereum is not necessarily hold this support line. Because let's be real, I think what's going to happen is we'll probably break that support line. But I think the best case scenario would be is if we thread this support line. So we dip down, we come back up, we dip down, we come back up, and we just thread the support. Now, it might be a little bit more dramatic than that because, again, we're dealing with manipulation. So it might be even something like this, where we bounce, not necessarily break back into it, the pattern, but we just thread it and then finally come back up. But we're still making or crawling our way to the upside, guys. That's what I think will happen for Ethereum in the near future. As far as ADA goes, guys, I really don't have to draw a chart because it looks exactly like Ethereum. Take a look, see? It's basically the same thing. One thing I want to say about ADA, though, is it's done quite well, in my opinion, compared to other altcoins or other assets in the space. And that's simply because we have smart contracts rolling out with their Cardano update soon, guys. That's really, really big news for Cardano. And with that being said, that was one of the two developmental news breaks that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. Cardano's developmental team had just put out a tweet, and I'll let you guys listen into what they updated us with.
Yes, Tim, indeed. So the Hello World round trip is exactly as it sounds, right? So we don't have yet the Bluetooth backend fully integrated, but we can actually talk to the Alonso node. So a pioneer could create a very simple smart contract and pass it to the ledger so they can have their first smart contract written against our network. It could be as simple as a transaction that passes back a hello world or a confirmation of a payment that has been made or something similar. So the node team has completed the first round trip translation using a Bluetooth script on Tuesday, and the steps to replicate this will be shared as an exercise shortly.
So what does this actually mean?
Well, it means that we have a lot of running smart contracts. Nothing fancy, but we can go and trend, which is quite an important milestone.
So it is up and running, is basically what he said there. If you guys didn't understand what he was saying, they're saying that they tested the net and they got a response, and they got the response that they were looking for. It was a simple test, but they did get a response from their nodes, and it is up and running. They have smart contracts, guys. That's insanely bullish for Cardano. So again, if you're a big holder for Cardano, that's big news. I myself am a big believer and big holder of Cardano. I'll be totally transparent with you guys. So I'm really liking that news, guys. If you guys are big Cardano fans, put hashtag Cardano or ADA in the comments. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. Going on to Bitcoin's developmental news, guys. Bitcoin had Taproot. The Taproot update was approved and will be implemented soon, guys. What that means for Bitcoin, I'll just go ahead and hit the bullet points, is it reduces the amount of data to be transferred and stored on the blockchain. One of the biggest complaints and grudges people have is that it's sluggish. Bitcoin is a great store of value, but as far as its functional capabilities go, it's pretty sluggish. They'll have more transactions per block, so higher TPS rates, and that's great, guys, and lower transaction fees, guys. So it's not going to solve every problem in its entirety, but it's going to solve a lot of it and do a lot of the problems that we currently are facing for Bitcoin justice, guys. It's gonna help out a lot. So another really bullish piece of news coming out for Bitcoin. So again, guys, like I said, a lot of the fundamentals, a lot of the technicals for Bitcoin and these other two, Ethereum and Cardano, these other two assets, are screaming for higher price points. A lot of bullish news, guys, but we're dealing with manipulation, and it is what it is. We can only sit tight and react to the market, guys. I, for one, this is not financial advice. I'm not selling. I'm buying the dip. But please do, if you are a trader, if you're an investor, please practice proper risk management. Be safe. Don't over leverage, guys. I don't think right now is the time to be leverage trading. Rather, stack your bags. Stack your bags. Stack your bags in the things you believe in, the assets you believe in. But yeah, I hope that helps, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out quite a bit. And if you can, subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll be trying to put out a video at least once a day. So until the next one, be safe. God bless.